me give you the equation. You've got your note sheet again. This one looks a little bit different than the standard form. You've got some new variables in here. Before you had A, B, and C. Now you've still got A, but you've got this new H and K. All right, it looks worse than what it is, I promise. A for us is still going to do the exact same thing. Tell me what A did in standard form. It told us several things. What did it tell us?
If the parabola was going to go up or down.
Exactly. If it was going to go up or down, what else did it tell us?
The width.
The width. If it was skinny or wide. So this still has the same impact on the graph that it had in standard form. The difference now is this is vertex form, so this gives us, you know how in standard form we've gone through all that trouble of finding the vertex? This one gives us the vertex. In vertex form, the vertex is HK. Now, the only trick you have to remember here with that is that the H is going to be the opposite sign and the K is going to be the same sign. So in standard form, we started with finding the vertex, plotting the vertex, easy point. The steps are going to be the same. The only difference is now I don't have to calculate the vertex. It gives me the vertex. So then I'll still find an easy point. This is no longer the y-intercept, so don't think that. That's only the y-intercept in standard form. Let me give you a couple in vertex form and see if you can identify the vertex here. I'm going to just write a few.
So this should be easier than y-intercept?
This standard, it should be easier than standard form, yeah. Look at the first one. Up or down? Up. Skinny, wide, or average?
Wide.
Wide. What is the vertex? Very close. -1, -3. You got to change the sign inside the parentheses. Whenever I said opposite K, opposite H, that's what I meant. Okay, so if it's in the parentheses, make sure you change it. Look at the next one. Up or down? Up. Skinny or wide? Or average? Average. What's the vertex there? 2, 1. This is pretty big, y'all. You remember all that work we were doing to find the vertex. We were doing opposite B over 2A, and then we were having to go back in and plug in. This is eliminating all that work for us. What's wrong? You change the sign inside. In the parentheses, change the sign, keep the sign on the outside. The last one's a little bit different. Up or down? Down. Skinny, wide, average? Skinny. What's the vertex? Good job. If it's missing, it's a 0. What do you think so far? Easier so far? At least that first step is a lot easier, right? All right. You've got your steps. I'm not going to run through all these steps because it's exactly the same as what we did yesterday. Step 1 is being replaced by what we just did. Okay? So we're going to find the vertex, graph the vertex, find an easy point, reflect and connect. Okay? So if you got yesterday, today's a piece of cake. All right, let's do an example. I think that I will run through the example 2 that hasn't been done on the bottom of your page. You can look through the example 1 that's already been done for you, but to keep from redoing the same one again like yesterday, we'll just Do example 2. This tends to be a lot easier for students. If I'm going too fast, tell me to slow down. If you don't understand, speak up. Before I graph it, and as you are getting ready, and the photos. What's the vertex in this equation? 3, -2. All right, 3, -2. How much easier is that than what we were doing before? Yeah, right? I mean, that eliminates 3/4 of the work we did before. I still need an easy point though.
0.
0? You can use 0. I always go right beside the vertex. I always go over 1, and here's why. If you use either 2 or 4, like let's use 4. What happens is when you plug it in, you'll always get 1 inside this parenthesis, and 1 is always easy to work with. So if you always stick really close, it makes solving it easier. Like, let me show you. What is 4 minus 3? 1. 1 squared is 1, so I get 2 minus 2, which is 0. If I had picked their 0, then I would have 2 times 0 minus 3 squared minus 2. Well, what is -3 squared? 9. So now I got 2 times 9 minus 2, 18 minus 2. You see how big the numbers start getting as you move away from the vertex? That's why I would stick close to the vertex here. So I would pick one that's right beside it. All right, so we picked 4. We got 0. Bless you. Reflect and connect.
Why do you do the work if you know?
I didn't know it was going to come out to be 0. But I knew that if I stayed right beside this x, so if you take this and add 1 to it, it makes this work easy.
Okay.
So
And in fact,
you're gonna add 1 to the x.
yes, add 1. In fact, I think, I don't know where the phone rang and lost me. I think on your steps on your sheet, it even says, can I see this? Yeah, it says choose an easy spot, 1 or 2 spots away from H. So yeah, if you want to just remember, take that H, add 1 to it, and then plug it in. Yeah, Grayson? Do you have a question, Grayson, or you just need to finish copying? Okay. I'll do one more with you as soon as y'all finish this, and all right, so this is number 11 from your homework tonight. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but as you go through your homework, they should get progressively harder, or I think they do anyway. They start out really easy, and then by the time you get to the last one, you're like, oh. So this is the last one from the set of homework tonight, so I'll just do this one with you. 1/2 x minus 3 squared plus 2. Before we graph and while you copy it down, is it up or down? Skinny, wide, or average?
Wide.
Wide. What is the vertex?
Positive.
3, 2.
3, 2.
Is anybody confused on that first step? Not yet. I'm going to do my axis of symmetry. That's not really, you don't have to draw the axis of symmetry. I noticed a lot of you are not drawing it. The only problem is when you put this point here, then you find your easy point. When you come back to reflect, you forget which one's your vertex and which one's your easy point. So it might be easier for you if you see the lines, you know what you're reflecting over. Okay, what should I use? This had the same vertex as what we just did, didn't it? Oh my goodness. What should we use for our easy point? 4. Or 2, either one. I always add 1 and keep it positive. Let's plug it in. I see some of you. I like that y'all are writing and you're not looking at what I got, waiting to see if you got it right. That's good. I won't say it as I write it, I'll just write it. If you plugged in 4, I hope you got 2.5 when you plugged it in, or 2.5 or 5/2. So when I graph this, my point is 4, 2.5. So 4, I'm going to go up 2 and past it a little bit. Remember, you don't have to be so precise with this. I want to make sure you graphed it correctly, but I'm also looking at your work here. Reflect.
Wait, how
Oh, okay.
how wouldn't it be 4.5?
Square it first, and then multiply by 1/2.